Yeah, we're on.
Right, okay.
Does this come into the category of superb owls then?
Pardon me?
Does this come into the category of superb owls then?
Well, considering what it does for our income, yes, I think so. So, absolutely. I think that it's not just one Sunday a year for this.
Who's playing in the Super Bowl then? I'm British, so I obviously have next to no knowledge at all.
I don't even know when it is, time zone wise. It's finished already, or is it on now? I don't even know
I
what.
should imagine it's like James. Yeah, I should imagine it was probably starting early hours of the morning for us, wouldn't it?
No, it's now 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some starting about now, I think. Is it Sunday afternoon they play it, or Sunday evening? If it's Sunday afternoon, it
starts in 30 minutes.
There you go. Okay.
Eagles and Patriots.
Yeah. Not the Owls.
Not the Owls. That's the new Tokyo franchise that's going to start next season, I think.
Yeah, it's good timing. I'm doing this today. I didn't plan it this way, but whatever. Super. We should have made a bigger deal about it. We could have got a lot more people watching it. I didn't think of that. So.
Bill 5454. Is it broadcast in the UK then?
Pardon me?
Someone in here saying it starts at 23:15 in the UK.
I think it's global, pretty much. That's the world's biggest sporting event, isn't it? Still, or maybe the World Cup soccer. I don't know close which is bigger.
I should imagine maybe in
country by country, yeah.
I should imagine that.
Okay, what we've got here is there's 60 sheets in the pack. And so far in the past 2 days, I've done 15 backgrounds. Then the next day, 15 more backgrounds. So rather than today do the next 15 backgrounds, our Ome shipping center is out of these. So I've got to sort of cut and run and finish the first 30 right to the end so they can get shipping rather than go all the way to the end of the 60 with the background colors.
Oh, okay. Oh no, someone's going to start the argument of football versus football.
Whatever.
Necromancy Black saying the biggest sporting events are the Soccer World Cup, the Olympics, and then the Rugby World Cup.
Okay. Rugby's bigger than this one? Really? That's going to be a point of contention.
I'm trying to think there.
You've got things like India involved and stuff, which is an awful lot of people. So if you're simply doing a head count, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume with rugby, it would depend on where the World Cup was being held. Like the last one in the UK would have generated a lot because the English Rugby Union are the richest and most capable of putting on the largest event with the biggest stadiums and what have you. I know Bill 54. Don't even get me started on missing the Six Nations. Wales won, that's all that matters. Turned into a sports podcast now.
No, thank you. So, I'd be clicking out already. I'd be leaving already if it was me. So if it were me, so that's what I get. I bring you in as a guest, and look what happens. You take over, turn it into a sports broadcast.
I've done the last couple of evenings. I've done some short Instagram live streams from my phone of
walking around Tokyo.
I've tested the
printing here. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, just
broadcasting live from Mokuhankan without telling me. Nice.
Just ones from my phone on Instagram.
They're not preserved, are they? Instagram stuff, are they?
No, you can preserve them for a period of time. So you have like stories.
Minutes, or years, or what?
I think So I think it stays up for a couple of days, and then it gets replaced with whatever you're doing next. No, I was a bit apprehensive about the one last night because I was struggling with it a little bit. First few I struggled with. Sylvian says the stream stays up for 1 day on Instagram. Sylvian's my one regular viewer on my Instagram stream. My biggest fan.
Keep at it, William. You can catch up one day. Are we in the camera? I don't know.
Yeah, we're perfectly framed. Yeah. Well, hopefully, if my dad's in here, we're the Rugby World Cup's in Japan next year.
Mm-hmm.
We're very loosely planning a trip to.
So should I start making plans for a new shop construction or something?
Yeah, we'll get up onto the roof this time. Expand out. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing stadium-wise because Japanese rugby teams, I don't think they're very big. You have quite large soccer stadiums and stuff here, don't you? And baseball stadiums are very large here. I don't know whether they.
Well, the new Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
Is it going to be done in that same stadium, or that won't be ready by then?
I don't. Well, because when.
Actually, I did. I read something about that. I think that was the idea, to use that event as a test run for the new stadium, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. We passed it in the truck the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, it's really big. It looks really nice. Really big. It looks fairly accessible as well. It's not
Centre of
straight
Tokyo.
off the freeway, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, when I was doing the Instagram stream last night, someone came in. I'm not sure if it was in the stream, but his Instagram handle was Felix the Cat, and his comment was, I'd be perfectly happy with a 24-hour Mokuhankan live stream at this point. Maybe we're going to have to set up a network of the computers. And
watch me snore all night, you mean? What do you...
just click and switch through each camera angle. Like some sort of...
You wire up our whole building, you mean?
Like some sort of strange CCTV reality show.
Well, obviously, one of these days this week, we've got to get downstairs, but it's still just nothing but gypsum dust. So we're just at the tail end of the deconstruction now. I promised just to put some pictures up, just haven't had time.
Oh yeah, I've got some on my camera. I'll make sure to upload them today. Oh, Sylvia, is your Instagram handle Felix the Cat?
These look so nice. God, I love this stuff. It's so nice, you know.
It's
Just pieces of paper.
The colour on the camera doesn't do justice to what that blue.
Oh, this is the the handycam here. So
the blue is really nice. Nice colour. Oh yeah, that's you. Yeah. I think the majority of my followers on Instagram have all been byproducts of the stream.
Of this stream.
Yeah. So I'm trying to piece between people have different handles for each one, so it's trying to piece together each one.
What do you mean? Their ID is different?
Yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah.
This is not Twitch.
So I keep trying to work out which one's which.
So you're not streaming on Twitch much then?
No, well I will be once I get back. I should have my mains adapter for my camera and stuff all sorted by that point. 30 minutes of a stream isn't really enough to get going, especially if you're carving. By the time you've carved a few lines and cleared a little bit out, and it's over and done. Westwind says it's one more colour after this, right? I think there's
there's three more.
Yeah.
There's 6 impressions altogether. The blue goes twice, then this key block, we can't really call it a key block, but these outlines. Then there's the body colour on the owl, sort of sand. Then there's a dark, a darker brown on the owl, which picks up leaves, and then some green leaves in the background. So 6 altogether. I should, if I keep quiet today here, I should be able to finish these 30 copies right to the end, I think. We're also running it loosely. I'm doing this on purpose, just so everybody knows. I'm printing the owl firmly, and I'm running it to the outside with a bit of a lighter touch on the baron. So.
That was completely my intention while I was printing last night.
Yeah, right. Those corners, okay, tell us about it.
I can try and answer this. Just out of curiosity, could you have done the black first instead of the blue background?
Yes, in a print like this, there's no key registration problem issues at all. The reason I didn't do the black first is because of the heavy pressure it does in the blue twice. It could have tended to blur the lines of the black a little bit. So I want the paper do the blue first with all the pressure, and then very light touch. Now, because the paper is totally flattened because of all that printing for the blue, I can use a very, very light touch on the key block here.
Oh, thank you, Westwind. Westwind's pitching my Twitch channel in the chat. Stream seems to be holding up all right at the moment. A few drop frames, but no one's complaining. Quantar, my Instagram handle, same as my Twitch, Francis Hanger.
For the benefit of people who've come in late, I don't know, before the stream started today, I posted a link that might be of interest to many people.
Oh yeah, I'll repost, yeah.
I think it's still in the page. If you just paste directly in, it's probably still in the...
Yeah, there we go, yeah. There we go, there's a link to...
some superb owls.
Yeah.
Because it's Superb Owl Sunday in America.
Gingy is the one that's updating the Mokuhankan conversations.
Ah, that reminds me. I've got to get it. Yeah.
Update the blog right now.
So I know I've been really late in writing back to him. I've got it on one of these prints. But I need a physical address, and also we got to talk about pay. I haven't paid him yet for any of this stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's been on my things to do list, and it just gets pushed down and down and down. So really apologize for him. No, he can hear me. Excuse me about being late for that stuff. I know. Very sorry about that.
Yeah, he said he's updating the blog now.
Okay. And I'm very, very sorry about ignoring you so much for the past month or so. You've been helping us like this. So I need your physical address for one of those prints, and write to me again to jog about getting paid and stuff. It's a problem. Once something starts running smoothly, you forget about it. I just put it in the background and didn't even think about it anymore. So he must think I'm a bit of a jerk.
Oh, he says no problem. He's been busy too. He hasn't been doing much archiving, just the new ones.
I don't even know how far back we've gone and how far we should go. I think it may be wrapped up. I don't really know. I'm sorry. That's just that I put it out of my mind and haven't been checking it or anything.
I've always kept quiet. I've always read the conversations blog quite a lot, and so I don't have Facebook.
No,
so
it really was important for us. So
Yeah.
it really was good. We had a very small but very intensive community. You know? And it's so much better than Facebook for archival. You know, it stays around. Facebook just disappears.
Yeah.
Also, something else we should mention today. We learned yesterday in the stream here. We went up looking for it. The other places now where the documentary video is available.
Okay, yeah.
People talked about this in the stream yesterday. It's in the Amazon system, certainly in America and the UK, perhaps other countries, I don't know. It's in the Microsoft system. We're on Xbox. Our video is in Xbox, which somebody told us about yesterday on the stream. And again, that seems to be English-speaking countries. It doesn't show up on the Japanese one, but it's in Australia, America, Britain.
And if it wasn't mentioned, it's on Google Play as well. That's where I got my copy.
But wait. I went to the Google Play site last night and it said available soon.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because
I'm accessing Japan.
Maybe it downloaded while I was in the hotel on the first night. So maybe when I get back to the UK, it's gonna.
Okay, let's put a question mark on that one. So it's all over the place now. It's in iTunes now, in English-speaking countries. It's in Netflix in Japan. It's still in the Delta Airlines seatback system.
Yeah.
And the price seems to be, they seem to have similar prices. To rent it was, I'm thinking about US bucks, to rent it was $5 US and to buy it was, I think, $11.99 or $12.99.
Yeah, that works out about the same UK then, yeah.
And I don't know what renting means. You're allowed to watch it for a certain amount of time, a few days only or something?
Yeah, so from what I gather, from the point you download it, if you don't watch it, it will last for 30 days. And once you click play, I think it's about 48 hours.
Oh, super. So you can pause it and come back the next day or see it twice or 3 times or something.
Yeah.
And this is just streaming but not preserving, the rental. But the one you buy, does the physical thing download to your device, or is it simply you've got permission to see it later?
My copy is downloaded to my device and it's stored in my...
so you've got to have like whatever it is, 12 gigabytes or something.
Yeah. Or unless you're storing stuff like in the cloud on an iPhone or on Google Drive. Oh, Captain Barricade says, what video is this, might I ask? So when was this?
It was about 3 years ago. So a company from Hollywood came over, some American video company came over and made a deal with me and Jed to do a documentary video about the Ukiyo-e Heroes project. That was the idea. It didn't turn out to be quite a documentary because they had a script when they came, but whatever, long story short. So it's there. It was originally called just Ukiyo-e Heroes, and then they changed it later to read The Art of the Game, which doubles up with a couple of other documentaries about basketball or something, I don't know. And it's about me and Jed and the Ukiyo-e Heroes project. It takes the one print from start to finish. It talks to us and then talks to a bunch of the people in the background, the paper maker and brush lady and stuff like that. And it's not world beating entertainment, but on that Delta Airlines at the end of a 13-hour flight, after you've watched all the other stuff in the system, let's try this one, maybe we'll see what it looks like, So
it is interesting. It's interesting. It's a good snapshot of the process as well.
Pretty snapshot was okay, but it's nothing.
Yeah. Oh, my dad's just come in with quite a good question. So the old blocks, the old hanger blocks, when they're worn out, do they get machined so they can be reused? So there's a couple of things. So one of the prints, the registration marks, one of the prints that have been done before, the registration marks were actually almost gone. So Dave had taken them back to Ome and using his router table, routed out the registration marks and then
put a plug in
and completely redid them.
I plugged in new wood in that spot.
And he says, well, not machined but reworked for reuse. Yeah, certainly. If they're worn down.
Well, I was doing that last week on the stream. I recut some of the worn out parts. So the block will wear from the brush hitting up against the edge of the lines. At the edge of the carved areas, and over time it will become very smooth and almost flattened out. So what Dave's done a few times on the stream, he's done it with some of the print party blocks and the doy hanger blocks and stuff. He'll cut plugs into places that are just too worn, or he'll just recut the areas and sharpen them up. Or just got a whole brand new block from start.
Yeah.
From zero.
Yeah, there was one of them on, which one was it? It was a little like cove, wasn't there? And there was a piece missing in the back behind one of the rocks. It was like a little stretch of water with a boat, was it? And there was an area in one of the mountains that had either been missed out at some point or gone. I think I remember that.
Oh, I don't know. You're talking about my own blocks? Or
No, from one of the Doi Hanger blocks. It was in one of the YouTube videos, I think.
I don't know. I just do it all the time. I don't remember any specific episode.
Yeah,
so.
it was a part. I think it was a passing comment in the commentary. It shows how many times I've watched the video. I can remember your narration better than you can. Yeah, and also it has been known at some points for old blocks to be repurposed and planed all the way back off and made into brand new clean blocks.
That sound was a new Patreon person joining. Patreon's been good. I've been ignoring them too. Recently there hasn't been too much video work from me here because of this. So they've been really and also quietly supportive.
Yeah.
I'm way behind on getting some new video up.
Yeah, Patreons, it's very interesting. From my point of view, it's very interesting because there's levels in which you can use it as well, isn't there? So from my point of view, it could be a good basis to start to give myself more security to be able to devote more time to it.
Well, if people are willing to support you.
Yeah. And then from your point of view, it's freeing up your time to allow you to create more content.
Well, that was the original point when I started it last spring, because I was really jammed. I was just, you've seen the bookwork. Cameron is full-time bookwork, and I was doing all the bookwork plus everything else. So that specific project for the Patreon. But then now that's happened, we shouldn't be funding Cameron completely with Patreon money. That's not a good business model. So the idea, the Patreon for the next 6 months or so, is we would repurpose that money towards the paper project, the Mulberry.
Yeah.
I've been hesitating to talk about that till the Mulberry arrives here.
Yeah.
And it's any day. It could come today, tomorrow, a few days this week. 75 kilograms of the stuff, which we have purchased basically with extra money, Patreon money. 75 kilograms of it.
Wow.
It's going to fill half of this room. I don't have any idea where I'm going to put it. So I've hesitated to talk about that until we've actually got the stuff here.
Just from being here and seeing how everyone works. Oh, people aren't hearing me very well.
Oh, the microphone is here. Soka. Let me put it back halfway. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Let me click it halfway. Okay, the mic is now right between us. Sorry about that, I forgot.
Yeah. From seeing how everyone works, it's beyond my imagination how Dave managed to actually do anything other than just charging around and firefighting.
Firefighting.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I'm waiting till when am I going to be able to get some free time? Cameron's here full time, and I was sort of thinking, well, I can relax a little bit. No way.
You'd end up having to rent the shop next door and starting up a call centre to
people. I mean, this last couple of years has been just freaking insane. Just insane.
Oh, good stuff. There's the printmaking bot now has a link to the IMDb page for the documentary.
Okay. That reminds me. I saw somebody popped me a link. Somebody has opened a page for that thing on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At that moment, when I went to check it, there were no reviews or what's it called, tomato meter or something. I haven't got hold of it yet. So are we going to get tomatoes thrown at the stage or whatever?
I think Rotten Tomatoes that's a good barometer of if you've made a good film.
I don't.
I think in my experience it can be fairly ruthless. But I can't see. I've seen the documentary. I thought it was very interesting.
Bring it on. I don't care.
I thought it was very interesting. It was good.
I I didn't make that video. It's nothing to do with me. I just sat in front of the camera. I have no dog in that fight at all.
I apologise for my sniffing. I think I've got a bit of a cold coming. How's the stream doing, everyone? Have we got any? Have we had any drops? Significant drops? We're looking quite good on this end.
For what it's worth, the way we're putting pigment on a block like this, I'm never splashing the pigment directly onto the block. Absolutely not. It just puts too much in one place.
Yeah.
There's three things I'm balancing: paste, pigment, and a bit of water. I keep splashing there.
Yeah, I've found it much easier with those doi hanger blocks to just mix on the tile, and then if you need to add more, you can add more. It's a lot easier to handle. Something there, I'm missing something. Westwind says, good to know there are many patrons here. When I begin a project, I'll be sure to hawk it on here. That's it, man. Just becoming an advertising channel.
Is it transferable? Well, Patreon for one person might not be interested in what somebody else is doing.
Yeah.
So. The owl thing, we've tried a couple of other different printers here to do this. You know, we sent one out to a young boy who we talked about a few months ago. He did a sample batch for me, and they were all rejects. And the reason is we've got a circular image here.
Yeah.
And one really, really difficult thing about printing such a circular thing is, just a minute, let me get my bearing ready, is when you print this part, if your bearing is too flat, you end up with all the pressure being around the outside and not much in the middle. But if you get your bearing slightly curved, convex, and keep the pressure in the middle and the circles small, it puts the printing pressure here and not too much on the outside. Now we'll come and do the outside branches. And what he did, he used a bearing that was kind of flat, or he was careless and rubbed too much. And this was black, 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 and there was nothing in the middle.
Oh, I see.
And like he just didn't care, or didn't notice, or whatever. So we've got a basically smooth thing now, and not too black around the outside. But it means that the surface here has to be just slightly nicely curved. The number one, the one you were using the other day for your key block, it's dead flat. There's no way. I tried it this morning. There's just no way. I can't make that work on here because it won't let me. The pressure goes all around the outside, and it won't let me focus on that specific point. And all the girls, you've probably heard them complaining, where's number 6? Where's number 6? We number our bearings here for convenience. And number 6 is the key block bearing with a just perfect curve. We all love it. It's the first bearing I got back in 1989. And it's been flipped and rewound and flipped and rewound a number of times. And it's pretty much now, whatever, in human age terms, it's about my age, I guess. I don't know, whatever, you know, like you really should be taking a rest for a while now, you know, sort of a thing. So we've sent it out to Goto-san, the bearing maker, to do two things with. One, to try and refurbish it one more time. He's already done that twice, so he may say, sorry Dave, there's nothing I can do. And then we want him to sort of clone it. Not clone it, I mean, anyway, take a look at it and make a new one for us that is a similar look and feel.
I see. So that number 6 then, you'll keep using it obviously, but it will just be,
it's out right now.
Repurposed for...
But what happens to all of them is even the strongest bearings, you use them. The coil, it's simple, it's bamboo, it's a vegetable fiber, you know. So it wears down and gets softer and wears down and gets softer. So you can unwind it and wind it again, unwind the coil, wind it up in a different way so different parts are getting worn out. So you can rejuvenate it to some extent, but there's a limit to how many times you can do that because it's a piece of string, you know. So it just gets weaker and weaker and weaker, which is fine because instead of using it for a body color, you might use it for a face. Then after it gets weaker, still use it for some delicate hairlines, you know. At the end of the day, your Baron box is full of Barons that will do delicate hairlines and nothing that will do anything else, you know. So it's done. It's had its career now, and now it's in its retirement age. It'll be pulled out for just little jobs here and there, you know. So.
It's going to have its retirement in the south of Spain then at some point.
And the girls, they've been overusing it. I should have pulled it out of circulation a few years ago, but it's been so good and so useful. And such a nice Baron. Everybody loved it. We overdid it in the last couple of years. So when I opened it to retie it last week, I saw the inside and oh my God, that's it. Sorry guys, this is it. You got to get this thing out of here. And they're all like, no, I want to use it just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. Look, this is done.
We're missing comments here. What have we got here? Joe Reese VT. Either of you, what are some things about Japanese culture that have changed your worldview? Well, I can't talk greatly. I've been there such a short period of time. But one thing I can take away is just the polite and helpfulness of everyone, the willingness to help if you're stuck with something, like if you're stuck for even something small like counting change or asking for directions. People go out their way to really help you, which is not something that you've necessarily experienced quite as much.
Because you're a tourist.
Yeah, I know. I've got the tourist card, but so I don't know if there's anything.
Oh, here's Corso. This is the new paper.
Oh, is it?
Well, we have two sheets, one thin sheet and one thick sheet. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's a nice around.
The next one's a thick one.
Madman 101 says, well, you guys have a guy that makes Barons. Well, yeah, because it's such a specific job and takes quite a large amount of time.
Well, we just ordered 3 last week, one replacement for number 6, 2 replacements for number 6 and another one. And he said, okay, I know 6 months, I'll let you know when I'll be able to do it. So he's going to call me in 6 months to schedule it.
Oh, I see. Wow. Does he go out and source his own fibre?
Yes, he's got his bamboo. Yeah, he's got a rented. He leases some land, a mountain down in Kyushu, where the weather is just the best for this.
Yeah.
He goes down there at the season when the bamboos are shedding their sheaths.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't let them sit on the ground. If it's raining and it sits on the ground, that's it. You're dead. They rot. So he goes down there with a tent and camps out there during a couple of weeks when this is happening. Yeah. And just spends all day walking the mountain in his area, collecting good ones. This is why they're so expensive.
There we go. We've got a really good question here. The $6 million question, Will. How is Japanese beer compared to British beer? Wow.
Well, Japanese beer has very few types. It's lager. Basically, Japanese beer is lager, period. In Britain, you've got, more options.
Yeah, we have ales and stuff. Yeah, so back in the UK, we sort of have a thing of every time the food shopping gets done, we'll just pick a selection of beers and stuff and just pick the ones with the best names. Like you get the First Carrot and the Old Lady and things like that, and we just test it. Just test it as we go when we're watching the rugby at the weekend. But Japanese beer,
the craft beer scene here is at very incipient levels, almost nothing. 99.999% of beer here is lager. When you go in the restaurant, the place we eat last night, you don't even know the brand. It's just Toriwazu Nama, draft beer, please. And whatever particular company that bar has tied up with is what you get. So Japanese beer is boring. I'm sorry. In summertime on a cold, hot day, bang, it's wonderful. The rest of the year, it's a boring. Whatever, from my point of view.
Yeah, and I think pretty much everywhere you can get Sapporo and
Kirin,
Kirin, Asahi. You can get it anywhere. It's good. I don't mind it. I don't.
Yeah, but every day.
No,
I've been here 30 years. Every day. No, thank you.
There is one place I know. I haven't seen any cider here, but I know there is one specific place that specialises in cider.
There are, like I said, there is an incipient craft beer movement here. Here in Asakusa, there's a pub called Campion. It's a British brew pub, and they've got 4 of the stainless steel huge tanks there, and they're brewing there. But it's 900 yen to get a 2/3 pint, So it's coming. Another generation it'll be there, but.
Yeah, I'm a bit more. I quite like my ales and stuff. Things like that.
That chip shop around the corner there, the Malins there, they've got Boddingtons.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, and we have, I don't know if anyone's going to have heard it. They might do, actually. Anyway, the Hook Norton Brewery. They do a lot of ales and stuff. It's a couple of miles down the road, and they still go out round all the pubs in the area on a horse-drawn cart with their old barrels and stuff, but they've been going years and years and years.
That's how my grandfather died, my mother's father. He was a drayman, what do you call it? Delivering the barrels to breweries. Yeah. And he had, I wasn't born yet, he had, on a delivery, parked the horse and wagon out there, lifted one of these things up on his shoulder. Somebody spooked the horse. It backed up.
Oh, wow.
Smacked him against the wall of the brewery.
Wow.
Along with a ton.
Wow.
What a way to go. Sorry to interject that.
No. Jolly Green Giant says, "Is that a cry for help, Dave? Next person that comes in."
Beer? No. We've got them here. We should go tonight. Let's go to Dimas. There's a bar around the corner and a World Beer Festival. There's 60 kinds of beer from around the world. So it is here. My complaint was that simply it's not there in every little pub and local place, and it's expensive. You'll pay twice as much or 3 times as much to get a nice tasty beer as opposed to the generic lager. So I'm not, it's not that I don't have access to anything. You don't need to bring me a care package, but it's coming.
My dad's just come in the chat saying he's been drinking Jack Daniel's honey whiskey watching the rugby today. Honey whiskey's really good in the cold, when it's a cold day. That's really good. That's a good whiskey.
You haven't discovered my stash there?
No.
The room where you're sleeping, and there's the honey whiskey. Well, I shouldn't tell you.
Oh wow, if I'd have known that, Dave.
But I've drawn pencil marks on the bottom. There's a pencil mark on the bottle.
I got a, in Bath, in Somerset in the UK, it's a progressed from a sports stream into an alcohol stream, but there's a really small whiskey shop, and they specialise in just really off-brand types of whiskey, and they got a few Japanese whiskies in there. I can't remember the brand name of it. It was very expensive.
Yamazaki.
I think it might be Nikka. Nikka.
Yeah. Suntory brand.
And but it was a mix. It was a mixed blend of I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, Japanese whiskies are apparently getting quite a high reputation around the world. They're winning these prizes and stuff like that. So it's one of these things that it fits the culture. Very carefully crafted, considered. Study how it's done and work out how to do it better than anybody else.
Yeah, this whiskey. I think if I remember correctly, it was explained to me that for each of their top bracket whiskies they have, the whiskey it's very, very good when it's the bottom of the barrel stuff's very good. The top stuff's not so great, but the stuff that's been down in the bottom of the barrel and going for the longest is very good. So it was a mix of, I think, 2 or 3 different types of their really good stuff in the bottom. Yeah, it was very expensive. So I only drink it once a year. We actually, a few months ago, we had to clear out a house. We do some work with some solicitors and stuff, and there's an old man who'd become a bit infirm and stuff, and he moved into a home. And all of his stuff, he just requested all of his stuff just be sold and got rid of. He didn't have any use for it anymore because he was going to go into this home. And the old solicitor called him and stuff and said, would you want to come down and help out? He's got some old tools and stuff if you'd like to have a look. And he was in the Navy, and he's got his old liquor cabinet. And we look in there, and I have never seen, without being in a liquor shop, I've never seen so many bottles of whiskey and rum in my life. And the old solicitor's there going, I love that bottle of whiskey, I love that bottle of whiskey. We ended up driving back in the van with more bottles of rum and whiskey than tools. Gingy, I tried to watch the rugby, but it's on at like midnight at a time, and I managed to get about 10 minutes, and then I'm dead to the world, so sadly not.
Yeah, I got 2 sheets left of the key block, then we'll move on to one of the colours. So what time is it?
It's 8:40, so we can go.
8:14?
8:40. Sorry. Yeah.
So we're not going to get finished then, I think, whatever. Okay.
King Kennedy says, who is the pencil mark on the bottle for? On your bottles of whiskey.
Well, considering I live here by myself, I was joking. But now that William is here, I should start this policy, I think. That's all. It was a joke.
That's for the, what do they call it? I can't remember what it's called now. The drunken ninja. So it's when you come back home drunk and you have all your stuff laid out perfectly, and you wake up in the morning and you're absolutely certain my phone was there, my wallet was there, and you wake up and your phone's in the freezer and your wallet's down the toilet. The old drunken ninja's been in and shifting it around.
The dangerous thing about the pencil mark system is, of course, after the thief has taken his shot, he just tops it up with water. So.
Oh, I think your mother's in the chat, Dave.
Really?
Yeah, saying, what about nick a whiskey from the barrel?
Well, you're asking the wrong guy, because you know.
Yeah, I think
my dad was like a semi-connoisseur.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's similar to what I have. Yeah. Yeah, it's very tasty.
Good morning, Mom. How you doing? All caps, can I?
No. Nice and structured sentences, yeah.
Okay, there's the key block done for this batch. Go back to the first group, get rid of this.
Printmaking bot now says if you type the command for owl, it says these goddamn owls.
And what's the new viewer supposed to think about that? These goddamn owls are going to pay our rent.
Yeah.
It's okay. I love it. What was the chant we had a few months back? I can't remember. I love owls. No,
yeah, owls are fun.
Owls are fun.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it says.
It really was a good choice. Good choice of image.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll have to be hard to top it next year.
We'll have to go through the whole owl family. We'll have to find one of them.
No more. Not enough. But actually, it was a series. And we searched up a little bit, and that publisher published it. It may have been actually a small book album. I'm not really quite sure. There's a bunch of single sheets left over that all match the same format and the same size, and they've got the same sloppy printing.
Okay.
And each one has a bird on some kind of plant, and then there's a scrap of poetry, a small poetical phrase.
It's a Hiroshige image, isn't it?
It's nominally Hiroshige, where it could just be somebody using his name.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't know.
because he was quite well known for bird and flower
Yeah,
watches
yeah.
as well,
So,
wasn't he?
and that's why his name could easily have been used, you know.
Mm.
Oops, I think that's too much. We don't know. Doesn't much matter.
Aramas says, do a tiger. If you want a tiger, go to ecoheroes.com.
Speaking of tigers, excuse me.
NR1 Slayer says, ever thought of doing naval themes? I'm a big fan of ancient Japanese ships. Saying that, then I've noticed more and more and more some images that I've never seen before actually, and they look to be made around the time, very late, like Ukiyo period, when the Dutch ships were coming in. There's a lot of images of.
There's a genre
Dutch
called
merchants.
Yokohama-e, which are pictures of the Western stuff, the ships in the harbour and the Dutch guys, and with all their funny clothes and everything.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't talk about the war. I know the Japan-Russia war was to a large extent a naval war, and a lot of the big three prints in a row were made with historical themes at that time. Semi-propaganda, semi-news reports. You know. Huge numbers. Well, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of such prints were published.
Yeah, they're quite interesting. They're very strange. They've almost got, because it's images of Western people, it's almost got this odd sort of Western hybrid look. Yeah, it's really
nobody knew how to draw those faces or.
Slapstick Mojo says, so you do the colours after the key. I thought the darkest was last. So traditionally,
no.
yeah,
you can mention.
Yeah. So traditionally, if you're going to look at where's it? Just a quick example of something. That's not going to be the best example. Yeah. So if you're going to look at a classical ukiyo-e print, the key block is always printed first. The key block is then your by its name. Is the key. It's the definition of where all the other colours are going to go, by and large. And because all of the pigments are transparent, it makes no difference to the black or the grey of the key block. So key block will go down, and then you'll build all the colours on top of that.
And there may also be a black block after that.
Yeah,
that's a colour. Black can also be a colour applied.
Yeah.
And it may also be some of those lines might be reprinted in a darker black, or a woman's hair or something.
Yeah. So I was looking at one of the prints in the flea market downstairs, and the hair area is quite large and stuff, and it's quite fine carving. So it wouldn't make sense. It'd be very hard to print that nice and solid, that nice big black area in the back, and then still keep the
face lines.
Yeah, the face and the hairlines nice and sharp. So you'll have the face and the hairlines and stuff, and the rest of the key is in like.
The octopus print I'm doing comes this way.
The
key block is in grey, and there will be a black hair block on top of it. So.
Oh, now we've mentioned the octopus.
Was I not supposed to do that?
The octopus and the owls. Have animals are going to define you.
24 hours in a day, it'll be done at some point.
Yeah, I saw the key block for the owl print the other day.
The owl print?
Not the owl print, sorry, the octopus. It looks really nice. Westman says, are you planning on bringing any prints back with you from Mokuhankan? What, buying some? Yeah, I think so. There's a couple I've been quietly.
You should go over to Jimbocho, while you're here. The book district there. There's 2 or 3 print shops.
Oh, okay.
In your budget.
Necromancer says, key blocks are not often pure black,
Great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, you see quite often in some of the show era reproductions, they've just gone
overboard.
Very heavy.
Absolutely. That's the 20th century style or post-war style. It's bizarre, awful. It's the single cause of conflict between me and the other workmen in town. They just don't get it. They think key block is black, and it never was.
Westman says, any gems in the flea market? They're all gems, all of them, every single one of them.
We haven't been successful at getting that online at all.
But it's building a really nice, there's a really nice, interesting collection. And very soon to be a nice way to browse them.
Tooting your own horn there, sir?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Setting the standard high so I can, I've got to match it then. Got to match the chat. But yeah, before I go, I've got to make a trip out to the pigment shop. There's Tokyo Pigment, to pick up some things for Lucy. I know it's a bit of a journey out, isn't it? I think it's 3 or 4 lines. I've got to get the JR line.
No. 20 minutes. 2 lines. Nothing.
Yeah, there's some specific pigments and stuff she wants. And some gold leafing material, some gilding material, so I can make a day of it and head about. Bento83 says, is the black ink always a carbon black or are primary blacks ever used? In brackets, a black made from primary colours.
No, we're using carbon black, obviously. Sumi here, Bokuju, ground. What it is physically made from, I don't know.
I think traditionally, I can't remember what it was now. I think I might have read somewhere that it was...
It was pine needle soot and just gathered up, of course, mixed with glue to make the sticks. So.
Yeah. And the glue used in it, is that...
It's on a horse/cow, ox, whatever, animal hide.
Yeah.
It's still available. Not this one, eh?
No.
We're talking about the glue for the sewing. No, nothing supposedly exotic, nothing.
Okay, Small and Round said Pigment is a really beautiful store not too far from where you are. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah. There's just too many nice things I want to buy in Japan. Not enough. Too many nice things and not enough pennies in the bank. Strachey says, owl numbers. What?
What are we up to?
Yeah, what are we up to now?
I don't know. Let's see. If you go up to the browser, go up to window 3.
Yeah.
On the top left, what's the top left tab?
There we go.
Okay, go to the manager. Click where it says Manager System. Oh, here, you were there, just below the baron mark.
Oh yeah.
Right there, click there. Then the top left corner, Zyco Data.
Yeah.
Scroll down to see the Alice number 334.
334.
It'll load as you're scrolling down.
Oh,
and then the right-hand column is sold to date.
Okay.
And it's public information, I don't care. It's no secret.
We're getting there. 334, owl. We are 323 to date.
And I've made all of them.
Yeah. Wow. With another 60 coming.
I hear your fan's starting to run.
Yeah. We're all right. Well, we're dropping a little bit. We're sort of staying just on the low end of the green. Oh, it's coming down a bit now. My laptop's very old. It sounds like an old tractor starting up when I fire it up. Slapstick Mojo. How many prints do you get out of a block like that? Well, it's not very aggressive.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah,
Tens of thousands. This will be being used long after I'm gone.
Harry Mass is saying, which is the best-selling print?
You can go back to the list. I think it's on a... There's no way to specifically sort it by number, but if you scroll down the list, I think... got the list there?
Oh, where have I gone? Oh, number 2. Is it 2?
3.
Sorry, we'll get there in a second. Sorry.
And if you scroll back to the top, number 19 is a good seller.
Yeah.
That's the crane print that we have, the Koryusai crane. How many is that at?
663.
Alright, then another one, the 200 group, Jed's prints, 204 I think the number, I'm not sure.
Rickshaw's 1107. Wow.
First to Rickshaw and Fox will be the two big ones there.
Yeah, 1107 and 1037 respectively.
Then back up the list, I'm not sure, but also big ones.
Great way for it. 983 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of prints.
'83 and '84, somewhere around there. Those are a couple of good ones. So Heron and Iris.
Okay, I think we have. Okay, we're buffering quite.
Yeah, kill Safari. Quit Safari.
Yeah.
There'll be some web content that's causing trouble. I can hear your fan.
Shall I do it from number 9?
Go up to window number 3.
Yeah.
Just Command Q. Just quit Safari.
Okay.
Then I think on one of the screens the activity monitor is there to try and show what's going on. Do you know how to use the activity monitor?
No. I'm just going to go through. So we're all there. Number 2, it's fine. Number 3, it's fine. Number 4. Oh, the activity monitor is on number 3. Okay.
Click the CPU tab.
Oh yeah, we're on it, yeah.
And they should show you what's running wild or what's heavy up at the top. They should be sorted. Should be at the top of the list, the heaviest.
So I'm looking at CPU type. It works. It's right, the sound. So we're right. It's right there. 6 is just tabs. There's nothing crazy there. Let's have a look at the thing.
Yeah, don't muck around there. Just get back to the broadcaster window.
We're looking alright now, yeah. Yeah. Zombie Boss says, Dave, how many unique prints have you made?
I have no idea. I mean, how many different designs? I have no idea. I don't know. I've done the 100 Poets first. The next 5 years was the Suleiman albums. 50. I don't know. Then the following 18 for the Mystique series, 12 for the Solitudes, 24 for the Hanga Treasure Chest. There's 8 so far in the art series. Every year a New Year's card starting in 1989 until about 6 years ago when it went over to the staff. Then stuff I did training before I started selling prints, that was a couple of dozen. I don't know.
A lot.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of it basically as a 25-year career starting in 1989, and then almost giving up now for this. I don't know. It would make a really nice exhibition, I tell you. It would make a wonderful exhibition.
It would. You need a big room.
Yeah,
Those Solitudes prints are crazy.
The carving,
yeah.
They were a bit silly to do it that way, but whatever.
They're really fun. I think it's a really good outlier to have in your catalogue of something like that, that breakaway and stuff.
We're going to try and get them back in sales. I've got them in the drawers. I've got 100 of each or so left.
Oh, okay.
Just haven't got the books made. Just another thing on the list, I'm paddling as quickly as I can.
And the stories are really good. The stories are really nice as well. The stories, they marry in perfectly with the prints. It's really fun to. I've read it online and seen the prints and stuff online.
Actually, it's not online. Only the first one's online.
There's excerpts from the stories, but you can. I did find all the prints with
the prints are online, and they have a one paragraph excerpt. And then the story for the first print is fully online. The rest of the ones are not online. Gotta get around to it one day.
Oh, thank you. Someone said, never seen the Solitudes, and instantly there's a link.
My favourite is the River in Winter.
I just look at that, the one of the moon, of the full moon, and it blows my mind.
It's worth mentioning too, on that website, the Solitudes website, each print has its own page, and one of the links on that page links to a slideshow.
Okay.
I took scans of every single impression of every print, and there are slideshows that show the accumulation of colours, and some of those are kind of well, it won't work on mobile. They're flash based, but I have to redo it at some point. But if you're in a standard desktop machine, they're stunning. Those slideshows are stunning.
Yeah, that moon one's just it's insane, and the river. The river with it's like the rapids and the breaking waves and stuff. That's
3 years. 3 years of my life.
So I assume the carving was just
endless
bits and pieces and just. Was it strange then moving from that back to line
based stuff? Of course.
Line and stuff. Did it take you a while to get back in the swing of?
I don't know. I didn't really think about it much. But just listening to a lot of music, listening to BBC radio. BBC is good. Their player works for the audio globally.
Yeah.
We can't watch BBC TV because licensing issues don't allow them to broadcast it globally. But for the radio, they broadcast it globally open. And all the stations, BBC 4, whatever, all of them. Radio 3, Radio 2, they're all 24 hours a day. They're archived for 1 week. It's a glorious resource, absolute glorious resource.
Yeah, we have to now. You have to prove that you have a valid TV license to watch the iPlayer, the video now in the UK.
Fair enough.
So you have to have an account with them and stuff. But it makes sense because otherwise everyone's just pirating
pay for it,
free broadcasting service, But it's good. They still don't monetize on the channel. I don't think they advertise. The things like Channel 4 and ITV and other channels, though, it's all you will get adverts all the way through iPlayer. Never.
What's the time situation here, sir?
9:04. We've got 25 minutes. Yeah, Westwind. It is odd that you have to have a license to have your TV plugged in, because You can just watch everything online. I don't understand. Like, I can't see that it will last a great deal longer with streaming platforms and stuff.
Oops. 2 at once.
Bento83 says, media's in a strange place right now. Unfortunately, everyone seems to want to create their own streaming platforms and fracture the market. Yeah, I think conversely to that point, that the more people you have, the more services there are, the less of a monopoly people like YouTube and Netflix and Amazon have. So it then drives that cost of your media content down. And creators then have an option on which platform they can.
Yeah, for little creators like this, but how are you going to get stuff like Blue Planet, or where that BBC series? That requires massive resource bases and huge revenue.
Well, you look at Netflix now; they've just they've got their own production studio and stuff, don't they? They're producing.
But those BBC series, I can't see that. I don't know.
Well, I think in very soon you'll see subscriptions for YouTube. You will have to subscribe to view basic YouTube content. I think that's the thing that they'll develop in the future. But there will be more people that come up that will. Well, you look how Netflix came up. People said that Netflix wasn't going to last like it did, and now it's arguably the biggest movie media platform. Yes, but I know YouTube Red's that, but I can see it progressing out into the wider YouTube. Okay, I'll hold this question off for a minute while Dave can get some of these, get rid of this. And I'll keep
this is the last one here on this colour.
Okay,
so we've got 15, 15. We've done 2 colours. So what I'll do next now, instead of doing 30, I've got 2 colours left, and if I do all 30 sheets of both those colours, we won't get finished while people are watching. So we've got 15, 15. I'll take the first 15 now, and I'll do both these colours on this group, so we can get to the end so people can really see this thing.
So Caminel Legend says, Dave, I've seen you deal with many challenges during your work, and you always succeed in conquering them. I would like to know about one time that you tried to overcome some challenge during your process of work and failed ultimately, and how did you deal with or learn from that?
Oh my God, I'm not sure what to say. This is a long story. Until I was 29, practically everything I did, I failed at everything. Everything. We sort of talked about this before. I was going to be the next James Galway, the classical flute player who turned the world upside down and stuff like that. Didn't quite work out because I didn't have the skill or whatever. I made classical guitars. I was going to be the great next hot thing for making classical guitars. And made 5 or 6. They're pretty good, but not good enough. There was a lot of very, very other fine people out there. I was a composer. I tried to compose classical music. I was a saxophone player. I got myself saxophone. Got a job in a hotel orchestra. Got fired. The young lady I lived with when I was in my early 20s said, "That's enough for you. I'm out of here. Go and live with somebody else." You can sort of write this script. By the time I was 29, everything I had tried to do, everything. I was a college dropout, didn't make it there. My parents thought I was, oh my God, what have they done? So everything I did, I failed at. But I didn't know it. I was just thinking, okay, well, let's try something else. I didn't think I was a failure, looking back on it now. I didn't know I was failing. I kept thinking, oh, I'll just change my mind and do something else. It's sort of a denial. You don't recognize that you failed. It's just, okay, let's do something else for a while. Sort of an approach. The one where I really, really learned that I had failed was in the flute thing, because I had been coming up, and the piccolo player in the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra died, and it was auditions, and I knew all the guys in the orchestra. It was my job, just you have to walk in and take it, but they have to do auditions because the law says you got to allow other people a chance to get the job, and I got blown, totally, absolutely blown out of the water by a very, very, very fine young Japanese player, and it was clear, and there was no more denying to myself in the mirror, you can't do this as good as this guy can do it, and you didn't get the job. Now what are you going to do? I don't know, psychologically analyze myself, just whatever, I'm confident enough that my basic skills and my intelligence that, okay, well, that didn't work, and clearly I didn't work hard enough. Don't sweat it, just, what else are you going to try now, So it's not a crisis of confidence or anything, it's just, oh well, let's move on to something else. And the culture I lived in, unlike the culture here back then, allows that. Western society, whatever, you can screw up and get back up and screw up and get back up, you can just keep going endlessly. So I'm not sure. This particular one I lucked into when I was 29. I started making friends just for fun as a hobby. No idea for, being what I am now. And it was deep enough and interesting enough, and I kept going, and here I am, still at it. There's been various projects I've failed along the way. We've talked about that in some of those videos, Oh my God, now what am I going to do? Whatever, get another piece of wood out and start again. I'm not sure, rambling a bit, but whatever. Enough basic confidence in who you are, which comes with age and comes with various accomplishments building up. And there's no longer any doubt in my mind that, I'm okay and I can do stuff, because there's enough track record.
Moving on from that, Westman says, didn't Dave stay at a sky jumping facility at one point in Ontario?
Yeah, and in fact that was interesting. We could do the psychological analysis part here, because I had worked for a music company in Vancouver quite successfully, quit them to go and do the sax thing in the hotel orchestra. Got fired by them because I was no good at it. I was mucking around town in Vancouver trying to get gigs with sax. And one day I was on a job next to the guy who owned that music store where I had worked before. He says, look, our Toronto office is chaos. We need someone who can help organize it. Can you do a couple of months down there to help put it together? I was broke. So I said, sure, whatever. So I go to Toronto to help manage that Toronto office. And I'm good at little organizing and doing this and doing this. So sort of put it back together. But what I couldn't do was I couldn't do the sales thing, call up the supervisor of music for Brockton schools and say, hey, good, let's go out for a drink and let me show you our stuff, And I just couldn't do that. And that was really an essential part of the job, not just organizing the office, but getting out there, promoting your stuff and talking to the guy about what kickbacks are necessary. I don't do that sort of thing, So I was failing in that job too. Here I was stuck in it. I'm like 27 or 28, And I don't even know how it started. Somewhere I saw an ad in the newspaper, whatever. Come and try our weekend jumping plan. And I'm a meek, mild-mannered little mouse, but I think I can see what happened. I think I was 29. And yeah, whatever, go down for the weekend and just try it. And obviously there's something inside your brain saying, prove to you that you can, do stuff, whatever, I don't know, why do people go skydiving for their first time? And I loved it. I had such fun that first weekend. I scared myself crapless. You come out of those things with brown pants, But it was so much fun. So I went back next week. Ended up, I became a regular member. I got a couple hundred jumps. I never became really, really good at it. But I became confident at it and enjoyed flying around the sky and stuff like this. And then one day I told the guy, look, I'm not doing well on this job. I'll find somebody else who can fill in, and then I'm out of here. And he said, okay, I get it. And I quit. I found somebody else who could, just take over from me, and I quit. And I got on the train to go back to Vancouver, and in the seat next to me was this little young lady from Japan. She didn't speak English worth talking about, and I knew nothing about Japanese. At that point, I had seen that little exhibition of Japanese prints in Toronto. That's cool. Wow, that's cool. Wow, look at those things. Wow, those things are cool. And that's that. So failing, but never think about, oh my God, I'm a loser. What am I going to do the rest of my life? Just keep trying something else. And, keep trying something else. Some basic level of self-confidence, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know. And then one thing led to another. Started printing. One got a little better. Got a little better. Somebody says, "Can I buy one of those?" I'm like, "Somebody wants one of my prints." And there you go. So I'm not sure if there's some like life's lesson to the young people who are listening. Never give up. I don't know. I don't do that. I think
it's just the case. I think everyone sort of just bumbles around, and especially when you're young.
In our society these days, it's allowed to do that. So it's encouraged to do that.
Yeah, I certainly did it. I had great aspirations of being the next, big comic book illustrator.
How old are you now?
Someone. I'm 20. I'll be 28 in July.
Okay, so a year before the age I was when I first started printmaking.
And I'd done that. I went to college. Found out very rapidly I'm just not of the disposition to be an artist in the sense of creating stuff. I don't have that technical ability, and I don't have that mental capacity to just draw out of my head and create amazing things like Jed can. And I think that's Cameron just come through. Yeah. Everyone's saying Cameron's late.
We've got a crap load of work on his desk today. We gotta get going.
Yeah, and then I went and did graphic design. Enjoyed that. For a little bit, I was a web designer for an insurance company for a couple of years. That was tragically boring. Building insurance products. Went back to university and dropped out in the first semester. Started in September, dropped out by Christmas. And then thought to myself, so at that point I'd seen some prints, I'd been watching Dave's videos and stuff, and I thought, well, I'm just going to have a go at this, see what happens. And the same person asked the question about mistakes in life says, that's amazing, your approach to life is truly something to learn from. And as a 21-year-old, it makes me want to learn, makes me want to work more and try more and fail more until I find my corner that I'll be satisfied with. There you go.
I'm not sure what to say about this. I know we have. I could maybe tell another small story of an experience my wife and I had. Morning, Cameron. When I first came to Japan, these days, people ask me to give speeches and stuff and come and talk to our school and whatever. And what they want me to do is stand in front of kids and say, "Follow your dream." That's the thing that everybody now is telling us we're supposed to say to kids. And my then wife and I, had this experience. We had this little tiny English class thing back in Tokyo here when I first came here, because I wasn't making money from prints. We taught English to local kids. And one of the boys there, he was just, I think, in the middle of late middle school, coming up to high school. And he seemed to like English. He wanted to be a rock and roll thing. He wanted to play guitar. And in Japan, that wasn't permitted for high school kids to do. So my wife got the thing, look, it's okay. Canada's a big free country. You follow your dream. Tell you what to do. I'll help set you up with an English college school over there. We can quit school here. You go over there and do this thing. And his parents almost sued me, whatever. What are you doing to our son? And my wife got with this boy, and they made a plan, and she helped sponsor him. Off he went to Canada. He quit school here, and off he went to Canada.
Wow.
And he totally fucked up. He couldn't do it. He couldn't learn to speak English. He couldn't get a gig with a rock and roll band. He came running back to Japan like 2 or 3 years later, tail between his legs. And now I don't have any contact with him. Now he's a garbage man or something. So, what's the point to this story I'm telling you? I mean, there are, follow your dream, maybe if you have some specific good combination of skills and luck and, hard work and whatever, bang, 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 it might happen, but it might not.
Sorry, carry on.
So I'm not going to sit here and tell people, do what I did, follow your dream the way I did, and do this and do that, because maybe you don't have what it takes, you know what I mean? I'm not insulting the guy here, but... So I don't know what the best advice for young people is. All I would like to have is be part of a society that allows young people as much flexibility as possible, so that when they do try these things and they don't work out or whatever, the way I had, you got another plan B, plan C, plan D. that boy was in a society that didn't allow him to go back to school. So that was the problem. It wasn't that he was the problem. The problem was the social environment didn't allow him to follow his dream.
I think my takeaway from your story is that the driving factor is just hard work. You've got to work hard. You've got to.
But that's part of DNA, right? Just, I mean, I don't stop here, but that's not because I'm a good hard worker. It's because that's just my DNA. It's not under my control.
But if you find something that you want to do, say you want to be a printmaker, you want to be a printmaker and be successful like Dave is. It's hard work. You've got to understand that you're not going to make any money for a while. You've got to really put in the hours and really study hard. And
it's the follow your dream thing. Yes, but I'm not sure if that's suitable for everybody. I mean, there's a guy outside, whatever, driving a bus. He's going around the same route here, around again and again and again and again and again. I couldn't do that. But maybe for him, that's that. He's happy driving his bus, goes home to his wife. He knows what he's going to be doing the next day. We all have different needs and abilities and skills, Yeah.
Well, some people...
Wait, to interrupt. The 15, instead of moving on to the next 15 to do that colour, I'm going to cut and run back. We're going to put the last colour on the green.
Yeah.
Because we're running out of time here.
Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes, so, yeah. Yeah, I think some people just, what their dream in life is to be happy and secure and have a family and have those, like, a nice weekend with your kids and stuff. And some people want to work and some people want both. They're very tired.
The way I do things, clearly this is driven by my DNA. I'm not really choosing to do these things and to be who I am,
Yeah, Necromancy Black, that's a very good point. He says, hard work doesn't mean you'll succeed though, it just means that you won't give up as soon and can hold on longer for it to go somewhere. That's very right.
Yeah, maybe, okay.
You could go the wrong way and you could end up holding on too long and you've missed your window to actually succeeding in something. But yeah.
Just I'm very nervous about these conversations, that's all. I'm also very nervous about, this young man, whatever, a few minutes ago said, seeing Dave as a model or something, I'm really kind of nervous about that. I'm not rejecting the praise or friendship or pleasure to see what I do, but I'm just not sure if I want to put myself in any way whatsoever up as a model. You should do it this way, Sorry, maybe it's insecurity here coming out from me. After that experience with that boy, I don't want to screw anybody else up. I don't know what to say here. All right, we've got 15 sheets or so. This. But difficult questions.
But it's all things that when you're 21 years old, you don't care about because you just think you have this whole plan. And you think, all right, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this and stuff, and then you progress, and you realise, well, I've got to buy a house soon.
Well, or not,
You've got to have somewhere to live. You can't just sit in your...
Well, that's something that's quite a defect in our society, the idea that, when you're in your 20s and 30s and starting a family, that's the part we should make this investment in buying a house. It's bizarre, and all these old people are sitting in houses that are paid for that they don't need. Our society is quite mixed up in the way it's organizing these things, Putting huge financial burdens on people at the stage of life when they should least be taking them on.
King Kenny, that's a good point. Saying the bit of the follow your dream thing and the similar modern aspirations that annoys me is the subtext that you somehow failed if you don't achieve above average life. That's a very good point. You don't have to have X amount of money in the bank or have X amount of products sold and things to have a good life.
To me, the bottom line, that's the bottom line, is enjoying your life. At the end of each day, thinking satisfied, that was a good day today. And then in the morning, waking up thinking, oh shit, wow, I can't wait to get going. If that's the thing, then nothing else makes any difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I think,
Yeah,
Christians, whatever, may think something else. They're working towards some future goal, but I don't buy that. I'm sorry.
Oh, Aromas. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's really, really bad. That's really bad. It says, I graduated from architecture school the week the housing market collapsed in the US. Wow.
Well, whatever. You can blame external forces, or you can shift with it and move it. Because that's the world we live in now, you know. There's one thing we all live in now. There's stability is not going to be there, you know. Compared to this generation, my parents' generation. Absolutely. So, flexibility. We absolutely have to be ready for plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E.
These streams have become so convoluted and mixed and stuff in it. We've gone from sports to we're now on to like deep philosophical life questions and.
I mean, the meaning of life. I mean, I know that. I got that all worked out. Just waiting for me to sit down and write it out. You know. My daughter and her boyfriend had to talk like that. I was over there last year, and I think as a half a joke, he said, you know, he poured me a beer, or whatever. Then we sat down, and my daughter was getting dinner ready, and I said, "Okay, Dad, there. What's the meaning of life?" You know, and in a totally joking thing. So I said, "Okay, well, you got 5 minutes. I'll tell you." And we had a conversation. I really wish I had taped it or recorded it or something, because I explained to him totally the meaning of life. He said, "Geez, I'm really glad I asked you that." So, that was good. I think it was the second beer, which maybe helped or something.
What's happening now? Norwegian film history.
I was in there yesterday. Are we replaying yesterday or something? Are they pulling my leg on this or whatever?
Yesterday, Norwegian film history was the theme of the hour.
Yeah. I haven't read that so much. I didn't catch it.
Oh, Dave, you've done your acolyte quest. No damage there by your admitting you have the.
The answer to life. Yes, I do. It's a bit late in today's stream. Let's talk about this tomorrow.
And you think we're building the new shop downstairs? That's actually the acolyte
church of Barron.
Yeah.
So we're going to open the shutter on March 15th, and ta-dam.
500 yen and.
The thing is, we can't be a religion because we haven't been asking for enough money from people, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, our friend the printer Nababi-san, he's into that Sokagakai thing, you know. And my God, the money, he just pays basically everything he earns just goes straight through to those people. Wow. I shouldn't mention names. Cults.
Last night I saw a very interesting Louis Theroux documentary, the Scientology movie he made. It came out. It's really interesting how that's all set up and stuff. It's really interesting. Yeah, so you get the tax exempt status as well, Dave, if you're...
You encourage insecurity in people and then show them how you will make them secure. The classic, the absolute classic of all religions. Encourage insecurity and then show them that you have the answer. Okay, we are almost done here, sir. I think I've got 3 or 4 or 5 sheets left here.
Yeah, we can run a minute or two over.
He's looking all right. This is the final one. What I've done on all the prints here, I've kept the color weak at the edge. I've used my bearing wheel to get loose. We'll focus in the middle. I'm very happy with the blue. Every time I make some of the staff, I think, Dave, put a bit more black in the pigment. It should be a bit more nighttime thing. I don't know. There is black in there, of course. There's black in all of our color, but... how much to put in there. It could be too, this is something aged. The older I get, the less gloomy I want these things to be. I don't know. What do you got? 4 left.
You got a question here. What's a really good way to learn Japanese today? I'm in the US, by the way. Well, I used a couple of apps. I used one called Memrise, one called iTalki and stuff. But they're a bit... Like I'm still at a very basic beginner level, but it pretty much only teaches you to sort of read and write.
What do you want to do that for?
Yeah, and so basically I can look at a sign and I can say, oh well, that's the syllable, but I have no idea what it says. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just learning shapes. So, but even the
whatever, an audio-based system. Forget reading and writing. You want to talk to people. You want to talk and listen. No pencils, no books, no nothing.
But there is an app, and I didn't get around to using it, but someone I know did, and it's online tutors. You speak with native Japanese speakers.
Oh, the Skype lessons or something. You mean?
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, and they'll be teaching you
Okay, we're last sheet here.
Japanese speaking ability, and in turn you're correcting their English speaking ability.
I know. Be a bit chaotic, I think. Okay, here we go. Last sheet for today. 30 owls can be shipped to the Ome shipping center today, which means they'll be on their way out to Suga-san, good morning. Hey, do desu ka? Have I still got it? What do you think?
すっきり綺麗。
綺麗でしょ？
あ、かわいい。
Suga-san thinks I'm okay. All
お
right.
はようございます。
over there, over there.
おはようございます。おはようございます。
So anyway, this is a good automotive. The older generation is finishing just as the younger generation is taking over today. Okay, there we are. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and I am going to be making a toilet tomorrow, assuming we can get that wood ordered properly today. I am building a toilet tomorrow. So there will be no stream tomorrow. The stream the day after that on Wednesday, I will be back here continuing with this batch of owls, which is normally one day's work, but it's going to be spread over a few days because, because.
Hopefully by tomorrow evening we shall have something interesting to show downstairs.
Pictures and stuff, you mean? Yeah. So I'm not ready to sort of try and do a stream from down there yet.
No, it's way too messy and bits and pieces everywhere, but yeah. Apparently you hit the last print at 7:30 exact.
Really? 90 minutes!
Yeah,
I got it! 90 minutes! Which I like, it makes the difference.
Yeah. It was...
Alright, William, do the sign-off thing.
Yeah.
I have to get out of here downstairs. I got to get going.
Right, I think Corin might be coming to take it. Anyway, let us know tomorrow. Right, let's get this right now. So
shut off the little camera first.
So we are iMac FaceTime Soup. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
And we're still on hot cam, hot mic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks everybody. See you next time. Thank you again.
Bye bye.